Let's give them a big applause to our speakers. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this press conference, The Universe, where we made the evaluation. Then we have...
I mean, we are a species that has evolved and specially developed for that planet. We're not built to survive on any other planet than this one. So I think even going to Mars or this place like that, I think it would be tremendously difficult. So we better spend our time and energy trying to fix it than trying to imagine that we're going to live it and destroy it and live it.
I would like to know if you, at the time...
Often there is another sort of hope that it will somehow work itself out because renewable energy will become cheap enough that there won't be a need to consume less. We will just fuel our consumption with renewable energy. It would be great if it were the case, but I don't think we can count on it necessarily. So curbing climate change will require a change in behavior as well, in particular in the rich countries, because in the poor countries, the consumption still needs to grow, the economy needs to grow, but in the rich country, people will need to adjust their consumption, and that might mean not just driving cleaner car, but also driving fewer cars.
When people warn about the effect of emissions on the planet, they are not making up a story. They are following well-defined, sharply studied, carefully controlled science. I think one of the wonderful things about the Nobel Prize announcements is that it attracts attention to this fact that science is based on what we observe. It's so important to understand these are not stories. This is not a social construction. This is reality. I find it so exciting. I see these people in Princeton, my hometown, marching for control of climate. It's a wonderful thing. I love their enthusiasm, their energy, their devotion to something very worthwhile.
Teachers in high school got me excited about science.
Keep pushing, because only by making more noise will the politicians listen, but also realize you've got to have a plan in place. There's got to be a solution. We just can't cut off CO2 production. We've got to have a real plan in place. And this is a 10, 20, 30-year plan. I think some of the young folks don't realize how long it takes. But now I go back to the Vietnam War era in the United States, where it's really the young people who push the politicians to get out and stop that nonsense.